Up guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the city of Los Angeles. Welcome to another episode of LA Noir. I hope you guys been enjoying my last 5 episode. And if you having a good time around here, please don't hesitate to hit that sub button. It will help me a lot. And today we are about to go for episode 6. We're about to do this episode 6. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have some tips for me for the game or recommend me some new games, a better game, do you want me to um, make some video of it or you want me to stream it? Comment below and let's go. Let's hop in right now. Let's see.
This pain to cool
she's the woman that guys slept one time. I remember in episode 3 or 4 they slept her.
I'm burning up for you.
Dude, you married. What the heck you doing? Sitting there and keep looking at the woman like you never see a woman before. The golden butterfly. Please. It seems like a woman in the car. I like the scene. It looks nice. No. Oh man. Dang it, man.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper.
Not a
Yeah, I'll
woman.
bring him. He's my
Why
partner,
they keep-
after all.
Why they keep killing
we got?
women? Where
New
are they
case.
gonna kill
White female
man?
dumped in plain sight in the
I don't
grass
want
at the end of
anyone to kill
Hillside.
anyone, but
Hats are all over it.
it's only woman?
Captain's trying to fend them off.
Come on,
Sounds
bro.
awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy.
Is this like a team?
I think
like
I know
a
the
huge
place
team
where they
that
found the
wanna
lady.
kill women only? I don't understand what's going on. Keep killing women. Why? Why? Women are the precious thing in the world.
It overlooks Sunset Boulevard.
Respect
Let's go.
woman. You need to respect every woman. Doesn't matter which color is she or where
I
does
want
she
to make
come from.
homicide.
The same,
You know
the
what I
same
mean.
thing, the same thing for man. Everyone needs to respect everyone, but come on, a woman for no reason at all. You need to have a reason. That with a reason, you can't do that. Without or with a reason, that's not good to do. Good thing to do. So let's go. Let's go, partner.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps.
Ooh.
Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks,
Ugh.
Rusty.
Don't go
Drifting.
getting ahead of yourself.
Drifting.
That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Okay, let's run on this side so we're not gonna hit any car. Oh, we passed it? We passed by it, bro. It's up here, okay? Why they keep killing people? Oh. I've been here before, I think.
Take a left.
You hit me. Are you getting out of the car like I hit you?
It's left at the next intersection.
Oh man, so many people around.
Now, boys, Boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
Those
What do
people
we have,
are
Captain?
at the house. I need to ask them some questions because they
Another
live.
woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Oh, man. This is the captain's face on the line.
Detective, I was first on scene.
All these cops.
Yeah, let's talk.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Right?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Cole, you've been a little bit skinny.
Can't do
If the
much help
pants
to you,
was
Phelps.
a little bit tight, a little bit, like skinny.
Here she is.
Ooh, we already found something.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Let's talk to this
Similar
man.
MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe.
Lord, just
What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry
They didn't
boys.
have
They were married,
things
they'd
to
be at
shave
home.
that time?
Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
People, not everyone would like to shave, or every man, but armpits is really important to shave. That's the main thing. If your armpits is shaved, that's okay. The rest you can do whatever you want to do with it. Ooh.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
It's like they stole something from her. They stab on the face. Ooh, they.
Ligature mark is very...
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
So sorry, ma'am. I didn't. I don't want to touch you, but I need to do it. I'm trying not to film a lot, right? Record a lot of the naked woman, so the guys know already.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
She's a teacher.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Yeah. Because it isn't robbery. The motive was for fun, I think, because something's wrong.
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Female Jane Doe on Hill Street. Possible ID of Deirdre Muller.
Maybe I can see something, you know, ditching these things.
Next door next to your house.
There's only two things. Okay, let's use some all crew's help. Yeah, it's a clue over here. So the clue stays on the woman.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too.
Yeah,
I think her watch might have been torn off.
missing jewelry. So sorry, miss. Sorry.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
That's what I tell you.
Seen it all.
That's
Let's
good.
grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What
Bro.
about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Thank you, man. This partner just want to close everything. You can't do that. You need to keep digging until you find something.
Right?
Let's see if these people know something. You know something?
All these people are vultures, officer. But you can tell me what's going on.
I'll tell you. No, I thought you know something. That's why I came over here.
You all seem to be standing
Clear this
around.
area
Shouldn't you be
immediately.
working?
I thought I can ask people something because they look like they live nearby, so they might hear something tonight or something. You never know. You never know. I was trying to help. No, partner. I want you to drive, man. I want you to. No. How far is this thing? It's pretty far, so I want you to drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
Yeah, you can drive, definitely.
There still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? You know, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Okay, sorry guys. I didn't mean to do that. Was comment on Facebook for some. Okay. First house. How?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
It doesn't matter
Thank
if
you.
you're police. Then never.
Could you have
let
a seat for me, Michelle?
Someone go inside your house. Guys, don't. No one. It can be a police, the president, anyone. Don't let him go inside your house. Don't open the door till
We're gonna
your
have a look around.
parents is home. Okay. This is
He'll
a
be
video
back
game.
any moment. Just
It's not
sit
true.
tight.
It's a video game. No, 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 no. No, nothing on it. It seems like the kids' room.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Work boots. Size 8s. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Yeah. This is the ring.
No sign of a wedding ring.
So. There's the. I can't go inside there. Give me 2 seconds.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
No, I can go outside. If I go outside, we'll stop the game.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying
Is this
to...
about Mommy?
Yeah.
Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
She's not coming home for now.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Oh my God, that's not how you tell the kid.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Okay. Last contact with
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Come on, girl.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Okay, let me ask community because this little girl is something else.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. They had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
State of
Your
birth.
mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
I think your father was violent with your mother. I think they weren't very happy, and you should tell me, young lady.
You may be the police, but you have no right to talk about my mom and dad like that.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Yeah.
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller.
Golden butterfly.
You've been very brave.
Hey!
What kids?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to
Why
ask.
everyone looks like a
Sure,
suspect
yeah.
in this thing?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Please don't lie. If you didn't do something, never lie. It's gonna dig you deeper if you lie, even you're innocent. Footprint.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Oh man. Start with
Why are
lie.
you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
I saw shoes in your bedroom. It's 8.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Yes.
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
My man, you keep lying, you dig yourself deeper and deeper.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Okay, your daughter says, Michelle Mueller report, calling home repeatedly. If you home, why you didn't answer?
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Why lie? Why lie if you innocent? Why?
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller, not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
Okay,
You don't ask, you never find
no,
out.
we need to go bad cop.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Michelle says, you...
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
Hate it. I hate it.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
She slipped one. He slipped one.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Your daughter says you
It
hit
is
her.
true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Yeah, your daughter says that you hit, yeah. Answer, butterfly brooch for domestic violence.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Okay, let's cross the street now. No need to cross the street like this, but let's walk over here.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Okay, he's doing something. He's definitely doing something.
Step
Yo.
away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Holy shit, he can sprint.
We need this guy to make the case.
Oh, sorry for the word. He can really sprint.
Damn.
Why are you running? Oh man. Oh man, you dig yourself deeper, deeper. Oh. Cuff him, yeah. You already incinerated one of the shoes.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
From the juvenile?
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
I wish I'd be home myself. You know how that's it. That's good. You can do whatever you want.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Whatever you want.
564.
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street. Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
1575
Roger, 11th Street.
Thanks.
Belmont High School.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car?
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting.
Oh, they was talking about the case I did. My first case, I think.
Got it, KGPL.
It's a hit and run. It was supposed to hit and run that guy and kill him. Nah, it was. Then the result was the woman set up the man, stabbed him, and pushed him in front of the car. I like the way the NPCs talking about.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the dick who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
You pervert. Trying to do? Following the kids? Huh? You ain't going far. Why they can sprint faster than I can? Come on, man.
There he is. See him?
Stop. Thank you for the car. You stop it in front of him.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
That's my name. Skull.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble.
Oh, yeah, you
Get some backup down here, Rusty.
And he
We need
looked
to
like
get this
the
one
guy from
downtown
the
and
scene,
into a
like
cell.
the tiny clip.
I'll tell
they
them we
show-
got a kitty raper.
They show you like a tiny clip. He definitely looks like him from behind with the hat on. Yeah. You creepy. He was.
What time did you
creeping
see
out.
the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So this is the car, right? It's only the trunk is the thing. Oh.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
We got a murder weapon now.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Mueller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
HM.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Chrysler, whatever it is. Yeah, I like that car over there, man. Like it a lot. Show go right now, so we can bust this case. We can close this case. So this episode, I think this is episode 6 or. Wait, I'm so confused right now. I don't even know which episode is this anymore.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
This is episode 7.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks for your help.
We made. This is episode 7. Thank you. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. Get in, man. Let's go. Wait.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Mueller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not in immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk? Go left now. Don't turn here. You need to turn left at the next junction.
Yes, sir.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Go right, just now.
I'm gonna do something I've been before. Oh no!
Sorry! My partner isn't the greatest driver in the world!
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, it seems like you can't run over people. You can't hurt people. Because you're police, you're supposed to be police, doing some police working. Why this place is so far?
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Okay. I think this one. This looks like the one we found in the car.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Mueller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Let's go, man. This is some crazy things happening around. I'm a little bit confused. What the heck? We got two suspects. The husband looks like more innocent. I think the husband's innocent. The pervert we found, he looked more like a suspect. He
You can drive.
Looks like someone who will do type of things like that.
Not exactly the happiest
for me,
of places,
it's
the coroner's
Eli,
office.
the bump man, the homeless man. I think it's Eli. It might be a homeless or a bump, whatever he is. And I think it's Eli, bro. Because he have the things on him. Like, he had something that was on the woman, precisely on the woman.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Boy.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, folks, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Oh, he punch him sometimes.
You look like you've had it rough.
Oh, yeah.
See me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Good job. They need to punch you more for what you're doing. Child sex offender. Oh my God. They need to. Oh, you don't deserve to live. Place of.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Yeah,
Hennessy
please.
Marine. You
Hennessy
can't
Marine.
misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
Oh.
They give you any workwear?
Deeper.
Sure. Green coverall.
Oh,
Damn
deeper.
thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Deeper. He have the butterfly and he works and the same outfit is maybe him.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
He's telling the truth.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. You tie a hitch and braid, it stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Okay, prove that. Okay, butterfly brooch.
I done told you I found that pretty thing.
I
never stole it.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people.
Oh, he's good
I
at
can't make you for this case. But my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Which light test? Okay.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Tell the truth.
Give it
Why
your
you tell
best
the
shot.
truth and
I
look
can
away?
take whatever you throw in.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Oh, oh my God.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, blood-stained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Oh my God. Man, you digging yourself deeper, man.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
No. I need the motherfucker in here. I need. Sorry, the motherfucker in here. So I'm gonna charge this one. I'm gonna charge him. No. I wanna do the mission again. I wanna do it again. No. 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 Oh my God, I want to charge him. How I can do it again? Can I do it again? Can I restart? No. He's the only one I can charge with Sonic Command.
I'm not saying another thing until I've seen an attorney.
I think I need to sit down to charge someone with a murder. Oh man. This ain't looking good, man. I wanna charge him with this thing.
Interview's over, son. You can go now.
It's him! I hate him! It's him!
I lose my license.
I'm sorry, man. You're the only one.
Hugo Mueller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
Seems like he did it. Oh, man. I was thinking it's the other guy, man. It wasn't him.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Makes you feel, I'm sure. Oh man, we did that case wrong, guys. Oh my God. No! Why did you started down a murder charge? Michelle Muller come. Oh no. Yo, read the thing in the bottom while Hugo Muller starts down a murder charge. Michelle Muller contemplates life as orphan. Oh my. No. Can I redo that mission? I wanna redo it. Guys, I really wanna redo it. I can oh no, I can't do it. Guys, this is it for this episode 7. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you hit that sub button, hit that like button if you like it. Comment below. And guys, stay safe. Keep gaming. And I see you guys next video. Peace.